How's it going, comic book fans? So for Adventures Thursday, I got a few cool Dell comic books from 1950 or late 1950s to early 60s, and some other cool gold key comics that I picked up in the last little while. So I'm really excited to show you guys. So I'm Joel from Joel's Comic Talk Cut. I've been collecting comics for a long time, and now this is just another way for me to talk about comics. So first one I want to show you guys is Woodpecker by Dell Comics. Cover price is 10 cents. Imagine paying 10 cents back in the 50s. This is from 1959, number 55. So it's a fun little story, a great book to have in any collection. If you're on a budget like me, these low grade Dell comics are the best bang for your buck because they're usually between $2 to $4 in a comic book shop, and I picked this one up for $2. So I kind of always afford to get a Silver Age or Bronze Age Marvel or DC comics because sometimes they go way too expensive. So it's better to go with Dell or Gold Key comics because they can because they are the best for bang for your buck, really. So there's three or four different stories in this comic, so there's still pretty good. There's a little bit of wear and tear, which I knew when I bought it, so it's not in the best condition. I say it's about a 3 out of 10. So, but the cover's still there. It's all intact, so it does make it pretty good. If this was in higher condition, it would be worth about $10 US on it is. I've seen it selling for about that on eBay, but prices do vary from time to time depending on who the seller is and what they're trying to get out of the comic. But still, in the low grade condition, you should be able to pick this one up pretty cheap anywhere. So as you can see on the cover, Woody Woodpecker letting a bunch of ducks go because he's pretending to be a traffic cop, which is pretty cool, and he seems to care about the little ducks. So but yeah, imagine paying 10 cents for a comic way back then. Boy, have times have changed since 1959. But yes, if you're looking to get low grade Silver Age comics to add to your collection, these ones are your best bet to go with because they, even though for a lot of people they're not the most popular, but if you're a collector of comics, then you should have some of these in your collection just because you can. So Woody Woodpecker, number 55, 1959. I think these are so cool. I love these old Dell publishing. Another one that I picked up for a couple bucks is Walt Disney's Scamp. Again, it has a 10-cent cover price. This is number 15 from 1960. There are 9 different stories in here. There's and all the stories are like from 1 to 8 pages, so which is why they can do it. So first story is titled The Sleepwalker, where Scamp is sleepwalking and he thought he lost his bone. So that's a pretty cute story. And on the cover you have Scamp looking at a baby duck because Scamp's just a playful pup. So I know this isn't very popular, but it's still just a fun read. Great to, if you have young ones at home, this would be a good one to let them read. But so again, I paid $2 for this comic. It's about a 3 out of 10 or in good condition because there's a little bit of wear and tear on here, but still an awesome comic. I wish it was a higher grade because it would be worth about $5 to $10 in a higher grade. So again, like I say, I wish it was in higher grade, but still just a fun story. Imagine comics nowadays don't put 8 stories in a comic book. They fill throughout the 32 pages or whatnot, but here in these older comics style, they can do 1 to 8 pages because of the panels. And so yeah, then I just wish it was in a higher grade, because it definitely would be worth more. What do you guys think? Do you have this? Do you guys collect these comics, or do you not? And if you notice that Del's a bit bigger than the average comic, because they are more of a magazine style. So back then these were considered more magazines, not comics. So it's pretty cool. I'm glad I got it. So another Silver Age comic I picked out for $2 is Marges Tabby, number 35, 1959. Again, I know there's wear and tear. There's a big chip missing out of here. So I paid, again, $2 for this. And there, again, it's a cover price, 10 cents. So to me, that's so cool that back in the day you used to pay that little amount. But nowadays you don't do that. So on the cover, you have Tabby being a lifeguard, looking after, I guess, friend or brother, I'm not sure, in the wading pool. Even though it's not very deep, you still have to look after the younger ones to make sure they don't get in trouble. So again, there's about 3 or 4 different stories in here. So it's still amazing to me. Back then they were able to put that many stories into a big comic like this, and because nowadays in comics you don't see that, where they'll put do a 1-page comic in here. So it is pretty cool, and I really enjoyed reading them when I do. So going into some Gold Key comics that I picked up as well from the same place. So this is Walt Disney's Comics and Stories, volume 34, number 5. So I guess they had lots of volumes before this one. This is 1973, 2 years even before I was born. So this comic is a little bit older than I am. So as you can see, there's Donald and his nephews on it, and it's winter time for them, even though right now it's not quite winter yet for us. In a few weeks it will be, but still another fun comic. So with these Walt Disney stories, all your different Walt Disney characters are in these comics, like Mickey Mouse and Goofy. Even Uncle Scrooge appears in this one, so that's still pretty cool. So again, in the 70s, they were paying 20 cents for comics. So as the years go on, inflation goes up like everything else. So there's 3 or 4 different stories in here, and one of them is a Mickey Mouse story. So I think that's so cool. So apparently the Prisoner was a Mickey Mouse magazine, which was published in several different incarnations. So there's lots of different incarnations of this type of magazine. So this is a great comic to have for a must-read fan if you have younger ones in your house. So again, it's pretty fun read. So, and yeah, it's about a 3 out of 10. I saw this selling on eBay for about $4 to $8 US. So the ones on eBay are a bit higher grade. So it's still this grade is still pretty good. I think it's about 4 out of 10. There's a little bit wear and tear, as you guys can see on the bottom here. There's a fold on here, which really makes me mad. But again, I paid $2, so I think I did all right for what the comic is. And when you're paying $2 to $3 for these gold key comics in these type of conditions, you're doing pretty good. It is what it is. But aren't we having fun talking about comics? Or do you guys collect these type of gold keys? Do you not? I know, I do realize they're nowadays these are not the most popular, but I do really like these, because if somebody like me doesn't save them, who will? Because then they'll be gone in like 20 years, so who knows? And hi, I'm Joel from Joel's Comics Table. I've been collecting comics a long time, and this is just another way for me to showcase my collection to you guys. So another one that I recently picked up in the same batch is Comics and Stories Volumes 37, number 9. So this is a bit older from this one. This is a little bit older than this one. This is number 5, and this is number 9. But this is volume 34. So, and this is volume 37. So there is a bit of a difference, and it's still, and again, cover price 30 cents. So the price went up a little bit. So, again, inflation does always play a factor in this. So in inflation. So it's a great Bronze Age comic to have in your collection. I love having these in my collection. I think these are just so cool. So as front cover details, you can see Donald Duck, Huey, Louie, and Dewey on the cover. I forget this guy's name. I know he's been a friend with Donald Duck or somehow related to him. But maybe you guys can remind me who he is. I just forget who he is. But as you can see, this is, again, not the best condition, but paying only $2 is still pretty cool. I think this condition is about 6 out of 10. There is a little bit of scuff on the front covers here. And there's for some reason, whoever owned this before me, there's a bit of mark on the cover. There's some blue marks, so it is what it is. But I'll put them with the rest of my gold keys, and I think it's so cool. Well, they're not the most highest value, but it's still to me it's still worth a lot because it's in my collection. So this is, I don't know if I mentioned it, this the year 1972. So this was 3 years before I was born. So for an older comic, you can't go bad. The spine is pretty good. Again, there's 3 or 4 different stories in here. So it is all your favorite Walt Disney characters. There's a Mickey and Goofy story when I opened it up. I think that's so cool that Mickey and Goofy go off on adventures. What do you guys think? Do you like when all your favorite characters are in one book? And what else? There's a full ad for here's a side note. There's an advertisement for woodworking tools in here. So they do put advertisement in the comments and count it as a page, I guess. So it's pretty interesting to see what type of advertisements were back in the 70s as well. So I think that's pretty cool. So there's some cool Silver Age and Bronze Age comics. So my tip of the day, if you're on a budget like me and can't afford to spend $100 or $200 on a comic for just because there's a first appearance, these Dell comics are your best bang for your buck. I do try to go for these low grade to mid grade comics just because I can, and I do know have several places that sell them. So I do, don't get me wrong, I do like trying to get Marvel's Silver Age and Bronze Age comics, but the way prices have been lately and everything going up because characters be featuring in the movie or in a TV show, the comics just tend to get way too much. So I don't know about you guys, but I rather try and get these low grade comics because they are your best bang for your buck. And maybe one day they might go up, but who knows? But what do you think? Do you guys collect Woody Woodpecker or do you collect something else? I know Dell publishes different various cartoon comics, so I do try and pick these up whenever I can. And same with these gold comics. I do like them. They are Bronze Age and they are just so much fun to read. And for me they're easier to read because the pages are clean, the panels are clean, and they're just really easier to clean. So my final thought is, if you can, pick up these Dell and Gold Key comics. They're just such great reads, and there, if you have, again, if you have young ones that in your house, and you don't want them touching your comic collection, these are the best ones to go for. So for Joe's Comic Con, thanks for watching. I'll be doing another Archie comic book ventures Saturday. Next Saturday, no YouTube special this Sunday, but I'll look forward to showcasing some more Archies for you guys next week. Some more high school theme ones. So be on the lookout for that. And you can always join me on TikTok and Twitter and Instagram at Joe's Comics Table. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.